later. Our latest commitment, as Ed mentioned, is the Town Lot Project. At one time, it had another name. I won't mention that name because my elected officials did not like that name. But we are deciding on a new name, and likely we'll have a naming ceremony. But for tonight, we'll just refer to it as the Town Lot Project. And it is complete. It was not complete 45 minutes ago. There were still cones blocking the driveway, but I've removed the cones. And the Town Lot Project is now complete. There were some strong opinions that took place about, that were expressed about that particular project. And that project is in fact a compromise. Some people felt that it just needed to be blacktop parking space, and they had a very utilitarian view, kind of a commerce view of the site. Other people thought it should be green space. They had a very community-oriented view of the space. So admittedly, the space is a compromise, but we feel like it is an effective compromise. It is a useful space, and it is an attractive space, and it does serve the purpose of being a community focal point. We actually had a business person who was looking at making some investment in downtown Clayton come visit from Raleigh, and I toured him around downtown, and this was when it was just nothing more than a dirt and stone lot. And I talked to him a little bit about some of the different visions that we had for the site, including one of the things that at that time we were very seriously considering was a public-private partnership that would involve some mixed-use residential and commercial development on the site. And his observation was that the reason that the Horn family picked this site as their home place is this is the most prominent location in Clayton. When you come into downtown Clayton, your eyes will be drawn to this high point. And he said, you need to think about this site in that context because that is how they saw it historically. So that's what we've tried to create, is a place that will make an impression on people as they come into the heart of downtown Clayton. I will also mention that the project took a long time. It took a long time to come to fruition. We looked at a number of different designs. We involved a number of different interest groups, and ultimately we came into a period of time of recession that made the project financially difficult. One of the little known facts about the timing of this project is that we have been able to fund this project as a pay-as-we-go project from a one-time revenue on the sale of an easement to town property. So this $300,000 investment has been realized from a revenue that we were able to reinvest into our community. This is a very important point that's been lost, I think, in much of the discussion about the Town Lot Project. Times are tough. Times are tough for the town of Clayton. And in fact, we had a layoff of a number of our employees this year. And we want to be very careful not to send a contradictory message to the public that in the midst of a recession that we are frivolously spending our money. We made the decision not to take the one-time revenue from the sale of an easement and roll that money into operations, but rather to invest it in capital. If we had rolled that money into operations, we would just have dug our hole a little deeper, and we'd be in the situation that the state of North Carolina now finds themselves in, where they funded many of their ongoing programs with one-time revenues, and what are they going to do next year?